Hi guys, I'm Andrea and welcome to today's video. So today I want to talk about this sunscreen. It's from Numbuzin and it's the number 3, I'm gonna read, Porcelain Base Skip Tone Up Beige SPF 50 plus PA++++, so 4 pluses. It has zinc oxide and titanium dioxide as filters. And it has a bunch of good ingredients. As highlights, it has niacinamide, it has Centella asiatica, it's got all kinds of root extracts and then tea tree, so that will help with pimples and such. It also has rosemary leaf oil, so I don't know if you're allergic or not to that. It has a bunch of iron oxides for coloring and such, but it also has dimethicone and trimethicone. So if you don't do good with those ingredients, or if you don't want them in your sunscreen, then you know they're in there. So between all kinds of other ingredients, these are kind of like the highlights that I that pointed out to me as good or controversial. So this sunscreen, it is water-based. It's not water resistant or waterproof. Well, they actually don't put waterproof anymore in there as a disclosure. It's always going to be water resistant. So this is supposed to actually be 3-in-1. It's supposed to be a primer, tone up, so like a foundation, and also they say that it turns to powder. So I would have to disagree with at least 2 of them. I really don't use primers for my face or anything really. My primer is actually the sunscreen that I use. I consider it a primer. So a primer can be either your skincare, it can be your traditional primer that you can buy to do different things, or it can be your sunscreen. I use my sunscreen as my primer. I don't feel the need to put anything else. I think it'd be too much if I were to put anything else, and I don't want to compromise the sunscreen either. So long story short, they say that this is a primer in. So it has no color. Well, it has a tone up color, but it doesn't have really any coverage. I'll do a little swatch here for you. It looks like it comes out in a color, but might have put a little too much. It looks like it could be a foundation, right? It looks, if I get close to you, let's see, it almost looks greasy in there, but it does not dry greasy, that's for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spread it in. It was a small surface and I put a little too much. It does some type of tone up, right? So let's say that. I'm gonna only put it on that side of the palm. All right, so right offhand, right off the bat, it's definitely luminous. You can tell the difference. It does some type of tone up. It's not really a color to where it color corrects, but it's almost like a filter, light filter, like you would put a little veil of something on. Now it takes very little to dry. Do you see that difference there? It dries actually quite quickly. It sets quickly, I should say. But it catches on your dry skin. So let's put it out there. From afar, it looks amazing. From up close, it catches on every little thing of dry spot. So if you have dry skin, I do not recommend these. Well, I'm not gonna say dry skin, I'm sorry. I meant to say if you have like dry scaly skin. So if your face is peeling off, if you have flakes, then it will catch on everything that you have as far as that goes. It also sits in heavy. I'm not sure if you can tell here, but on my face, it's set heavy in certain places. It also had set very heavy on my eyebrows, which it was a bummer. I had to really scrub the thing off. It it didn't really look nice. It looks nice, like I said, from afar, but from close you could see every little thing. Now it does look like it actually minimizes the pores, which is awesome. I could definitely use help in that department, but as far as like coverage, it doesn't have coverage. It has a tiny bit of veil. Now if you are very minimalist and you don't like foundation, this would be perfect. It'd be great. It's very luminous though, so if you don't like that, then let's see if you can see. You see that? It's kind of shiny. Now if you have oily skin, this will definitely resemble oiliness, so you might not like it. I don't like it when it shows like these, because to me it looks like it's oily, and I just try to stay away from that. I don't like oily skin because I have it, and I'm always trying to combat it. So my T-zone is oily, but the rest of my face is dry. Nice combination there, right? So I think that's why I have so much dryness in here, and it really shows. I don't like how it sits on my face. I really don't. From afar, it's amazing. From up close, you can see everything. Right up here, like pretty much everything. Almost like my whole face is showing accentuated dryness. It also kind of got into into the hairline, and it looked heavy. It looked kind of chalky. Yeah. So that's about it for this. It's kind of a letdowner. I'll have to play with it some more, a few more days, and see actually if I change my mind, if my face kind of calms down from peeling. I might be, you know, able to get a different wear from it. But right now, it's kind of a letdowner. I was really excited to try it, but yeah. It's raved quite good, so I don't understand it. Maybe it's just my skin. Let me know down below if you've tried it and if you like it, because I don't know, man. I was a let down, you know. I don't know if it's the iron oxides that actually stick out. I forgot to tell you, this is a 12-month expiration date from the time you opened it. I actually should be writing the date on it, because I didn't. I also have a demo coming up, so you can actually see how it does, you know, in real life. You can watch it and then make your own opinion. It definitely has a strong smell. Oh my gosh. Looks a little weird. I mean, a little white, but it's supposed to tone up, and it's supposed to take the color of your skin, kind of enhance it a bit, tone up the redness, which I have in my skin. So hopefully this will do. Okay, much better now. It was starting to look a little crazy. So let's see. Want to make sure you go all the way to your temple. Sometimes I just like to go on top of my I go always on top of my eyebrows, but I kind of clean them up afterwards, just the hairs, so that it doesn't look chalky and the product doesn't get trapped in the hairs of the eyebrows. Because it is a tinted one, I'm just not gonna go on my neck, even though it's really not as tinted as I thought it would be. Usually a tone up actually is more color, but not really. This one doesn't really, oops, put in my hair. Of course, you want to go on your eyes and around, unless you prefer to use a certain amount. I'm just gonna take it on my fingers and just concentrate it there, because I definitely want to make sure that I cover up the eye area and not get the wrinkles. Even with wearing eyeglasses, I mean sunglasses, not eyeglasses, you still get the light through the sides, through the bottom, through the top. So it's definitely a good idea to, I'm not gonna say double apply, but make sure that you actually apply plenty. All right, so I'm gonna leave it, give it 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and we'll assess. But let me show you how it actually looks now. Sorry guys, my kids and their friends. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up a bit. Look how it is in the sun. It's quite luminous. Actually, it looks almost greasy. It definitely toned up my redness, especially in the middle of my face. It's not peeling, but it's definitely catching in my dryness, and it does look, like I said, kind of greasy almost. Do you see that here? Oh my gosh, there we go. You can tell that. It's just my dryness over here, and it's definitely emphasizing it. So I'll give it a 10 minutes, and then I'll come back, and then we'll see how it actually looks and see if it did settle down. It's been actually over 15 minutes since I put this on. 5 minutes in, I had to go take the kids to school. So came back, and let's assess the situation. Now, I was looking a little bit in the mirror, and I can see that I'm gonna get real close. You can really actually see. So forehead, I have some dryness, and it's cut up really kind of not in a good way on it. It's also kind of got into my hairline, and it's making it kind of chalky. Same on here. You can see the dryness. It's just it's showing big time. You see that? Yeah, so if you have dry skin, it's a no. Now everything else though, where there is no there's some dryness on my cheeks here, where there is no dry skin, it looks really nice. So it had set to a, can you hear that? I'm not sure if you can hear that. I mean, it's really not, that's dry skin. It's really not sticky. Let's put the hair on a bit. It's really not sticky. It feels kind of satin. Here in my hair. It feels kind of satin to the touch. It doesn't feel greasy, but it doesn't feel like completely dry either. Kind of like a satin. Looking at it, it gives it a nice ethereal look to it. And also if you put a base on it that's more matte, this will help to kind of show some luminosity to it. But definitely it's there. So if you don't like that, don't do it. Now, even though it says it is tone up, I don't really feel like it's done enough. I mean, you could get out the door like this if you're like really minimum. It doesn't look bad, but I would definitely go around with something to just kind of cover up or help this pimple situation. And also like in the middle of my face, I feel like I could need some color correction there. So I am gonna go ahead and put foundation on, and then we'll see how it actually looks afterwards. And one more thing that I wanted to mention is in my eyebrows, I kind of cleaned this up a bit, but it really stuck into my into the skin of my eyebrows, not just the hairs, but the skin actually. So with the other one, I went ahead and I kind of scraped up a bit. So yeah, not very happy about that. So I'll have to really clean them up before I do anything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the foundation on, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how it actually looks with everything, and we'll compare notes then. Hey guys, just a quick look to the base only, with the base only. Powder foundation on this side and liquid foundation on this side, but I did set it up with a powder. I just have to. So it's still luminous. It's still showing luminosity. It's definitely more luminous on this side, I feel like. Or maybe it's just the way the sun is shining, but it's definitely luminous on both sides. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and mess some more with the skin. It definitely shows even more dryness. Now I'm showing it on here too, on my cheeks, because my skin is dry. So with that being said, I will come back with the rest of the makeup, and after I mess around with the skin some more, and then we'll see how that actually looks. So I just finished putting my makeup on. I'm coming in closer because I don't know where the it's hitting. I don't know what's hitting, but it's not it's not looking properly. The light is just really finicky today. So got done with all of my face of makeup, powder on one side, liquid foundation on the other, and also I set this side up with the Honest Beauty powder because I have to. So let's look and see actually how it looks. Right off the bat, I could tell that it kind of settled into here already more than it settled on the other side. There's still luminosity to it, even though my skin is really dry. It accentuated even more the dryness of my skin. I'm gonna come in close and kind of show you. Hope it's not too close, but it definitely is dry. So it also settled the crevices of my nose, which I don't like. So I'm gonna take a foundation brush or powder brush and just kind of clean that up. But I don't like how it lays, honestly. I don't like what it does. It really accentuated the dryness. It really made it look dry. Now I don't know, it could be just my skin because my skin is really dry, but if you do have dry skin, I don't recommend this for it. It really does not look nice. I'm gonna wear it because I put it on, of course, and it's a test. So I'm gonna test it for the first 3 hours to see how it actually looks. Maybe it lets the oils go through and kind of, I don't know, show less dryness or kind of melt into it. I don't know, but I can definitely tell you that it's really dry looking. It's crackly, and also it really sat very heavy in my eyebrows, which is kind of unusual. Very rarely do you find sunscreens that actually do that. I don't know what it contains in there for it to do that, but it really sat really heavy in, so I had to actually get a spoolie and clean up extra, not just like the normal, but the extra, because it just wasn't I wasn't looking right. It was looking quite yucky, like I had something in there, because I did. But yeah, from afar it looks amazing, so it really looks good, but from close you can see everything. I'll have to wear it a few more days. Hopefully my dryness is calming down a bit, and I'll wear it with it where my skin is not as dry and maybe get a different result. I don't know, but right off now, I really don't like that the way it looks. I don't agree with it. At least it's SPF 50 and PA++++, so at least that. But dang, it looks nice from afar. I mean, look how nice it looks, and then you get close and you see everything. So anyways, guys, I will keep you posted. I'll be back in like 3 hours to actually show you how it wore, and we'll touch on bases then. Hey guys, it's been like 4 hours since I put this sunscreen and the foundation on, and I want to show you kind of how it's looking. Sorry for my hair, it's quite frizzy. Anyways, we're here for the sunscreen. So I'm gonna get close and I'll show you, and then we'll talk about it. So it does not look good. Does not look good at all. So it had settled a lot into my pores. You could see on my nose, it's really polka dotted, like it's disgusting. My nose, my chin, the cheek area where my bigger pores are, even up here. So I have dry skin, but the dry skin, it's still showing like it was before at the beginning. Nothing really has changed there. It also kind of collected certain places like here. I'm gonna go around and kind of smooth out and see if we can make it look better, kind of. It's a little better. but somehow it feels like it's dry, but at the same time my oils have poked through. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a weird consistency. I'm gonna do this on this side, and then on the other side we'll go ahead and okay, so you can still see my dry skin, but it somehow looks just a tiny bit better versus here, right? So here, where I smoothed it out, versus here. Now I'm gonna take blotting paper and just kind of go on this side and see how it actually is. See the oils that is soaked through. Yeah, it is a little bit oily. A little more than a little bit. I really couldn't tell very good, but yeah. It's not really an oil slick, but it's definitely produced some oils, and it's mostly in the T-zone, yes, where I'm actually oily. But I definitely am not liking these polka dotted nose and the settling and the pores that it did. So I'm just gonna go this way, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just use some powder not powder foundation, but powder SPF to kind of retouch the SPF since I'm going to be outside later. I'm gonna use these Dr. Circo SPF 50, and I will take it. Should I take it on this one? I'll take it on this one. It's a fluffy brush from Real Technique. It's for blush, but I'm gonna use it for what I want to use it. So just gonna go ahead and just reapply my sunscreen pretty much. Or actually, this is kind of a little too fluffy. Let's try this powder puff. I mean, it's what came with it, right? So let's see. It definitely adds a lot. Oh boy. Okay, that's a lot of powder. Let's see. Doesn't look bad though. Let's see. I can see better now. My face is, my skin is dry, so you can definitely see the dryness in my skin, which is weird because that should have been working really good. The sunscreen that I put on should have worked really good for that, but I don't know. It's just, I'm not liking the pigmentation that's settled, and it kind of makes my dry skin look even drier. It just focuses it, emphasizes it, I should say. Yeah, my nose. Yeah, so I don't know what's with it. I don't know if it's just the fact that it's just how it is. I've heard other people saying that it did the same thing to them, to where it just was not smooth. It was kind of chalky. So I think that's kind of like what's happening here. The chalkiness makes it look more dry, like emphasizes it. I'm gonna go a little bit up here too, and a little bit up here as well, just for the sun protection purposes. So with that little refreshment, it looks better, but it definitely pointed out like dryness in there. I don't know, it's just weird. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to wear it, like I said, a few more days, and then make an informed decision as far as that goes. But as soon as my skin kind of calms down from being dry, but I'm not liking it. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it settled. I would have not let it go as bad if I didn't tested it. Like as soon as I would have seen that it settled, I would have probably gone around it and just kind of smooth out. Because I don't like how it looks. So looking that way outside, But since I didn't really have anything to do, I just let it be, and then you saw how it looked. So I hope that actually helps. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I hope that this has helped you in some way, and that if you were considering, now you kind of know what to get in. I know that for some people it works and for some people it doesn't, and we're not all the same. So I'm just curious to see if you actually like it, if you have it and you like it, and how does it actually show on your skin, because yeah, it's really not doing very good on mine. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Until I see you next time, you guys take care. Bye.